charge along the flat and then switch your brain on and ski on the street. Yo people, as you can see, we're on the Insta360 because it is snowing and we don't want to ruin the good camera. So inspection started behind me. I think it's going to be very much the same. Turny on the street and challenging on the street. Pretty much the same, to be honest. Charge along the flat and then switch your brain on and ski on the street. It's the game plan. It's always the game plan on this hill, I think.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Good. I feel good every morning. See how it goes. Feeling better, getting better and better. Closer and closer to a finish without a big mistake. That actually looks a little bit nicer than maybe the other days. At least I think so. It's quite swingy and probably slows you down a bit on the steep. So I think it looks a little bit nicer. It remains to be seen. Let's have a look. I'll tell you after the first run. A full second run. Can you video some guys before or after, please?
Yeah.
So I can get a bit of that.
Can I do that now? That. To be doing after the first run again, strap up the race skis. And you get onto that banana and then just let the skis run one into the banana, let them run, let them go out. Don't be worried if you've got a bit off the banana, one gate in your head and you get the big turns, but nothing like crazy, just big turns. Another run one DNF for the whole team. Obviously not very good for the feelings. I don't know what it is. I think it's just I'm skiing fast sections, but I just need more time to do a whole course, do full courses at full gas. That's my hunch. I don't think it's. It could be. It could be an approach thing on the day, but I don't think it is. I think it's more of a. I just need more time on these new skis, on these harder sets, doing full courses. We probably left it too late to try and switch from and we had bad conditions in Stelvio as well, which doesn't help. but probably a bit too late to switch from sort of improving technique to yeah, full race runs. But it's still early, so I think we have to keep perspective that it is still early, and it's not the end of the world by any means. We can, yeah, so these are proper bonus races. We got tomorrow, we'll give it another bash tomorrow. I think the answer isn't to go more slow, the answer is to keep up with the intensity, which is getting better every day. Anyway, very, very frustrating, but it's part of the sport. Back to the cabin, back to trying to, I don't really know, I'm a bit of a loss for what to do now. Normally I'd like to go free skiing, but there is no free skiing. So if you normally come out lots, I try and do a little bit of free skiing to get some better feelings, but it's not an option here, so just try and sort of, yeah, try and, I don't know, we'll go rest, reset. Falling over on the chair. That's pretty much the epitome of this week. That's what's going on.
Just thought I'd say a little bit about today. It was pretty tough. I mean, the last 3 days have been really hard. I think like today was a bit better for most people. I think more people finished, but the 2 days before, I think the finish rate was like 20% of the field. So like 30 people would finish out of about 110, which is pretty uncommon at most races. So yeah, pretty tough. We were hoping one person out of the 3 of them was going to finish today. It was kind of like we were banking on it. We have a mud cake, like a chocolate cake, and we were like, as soon as someone finishes, we'll open it up, and no one has. And it's the last night, so we're going to have mud cake quite sadly, but in hopes that tomorrow someone will finish first run and then also finish the race overall. But I think for David it's pretty tough when you do, how many races has it been? 5, I think, and they're not going your way. But that's kind of how the sport goes. Like a lot of the time you don't really score or do anything spectacular until March, so I think you've just kind of got to keep on going, even though sometimes you're kind of like, what's the point? But it's kind of how it goes. And this year, like, so I think I've described before kind of how the point system works, but if people are confused, I'll write it below somewhere so you can just read it. Basically he's on 39 points in slalom, and you've got to be on below 35 to get on Europa Cup team, and that's his goal this year. So it's only 4 points, which seems like nothing, and I think that's kind of the misconception. It's like those 4 points can be really hard to get, especially when you're at the top of kind of these races and you're in the top couple guys that everyone's fighting for it, and there's just hundreds and tenths in between 20 places, and that obviously all changes with points and what you score. So even though it's kind of demoralising sometimes when you just DNF constantly, I think sometimes it builds up a bit of a fire to go and smash it for the next ones. So fingers crossed. But yeah, it's definitely tough out there in these Scandinavian countries and the races that they bring. David's been skiing so well in training, and he has like great little sections even in the races. Like yesterday especially, he had one section where, in my opinion, but he had one section where he looked really good. So it's almost just like sometimes you just want to put all the bits together, and that's really hard because it's got to go really perfectly. And you know, it's hard when there's bumps or ruts, or it might be a hard set, or there might be tight, so when the gates are close together, so it's harder to get around. Like there's so many things that can throw you off, and everything's different every day, the variables change. So to be able to have a perfect run and ski your best is really, it's a tough thing. And all you need is it to go right twice the whole season. And even though that seems like an easy task, I think over the next couple of months you'll realise how difficult those 2 results are. And before I ruin my camera in the snow, I'm going to sign off and let's go for tomorrow, and if not, when we get back to France, hopefully some of those races are a bit nicer and we can go smash them.
There's the sauna. Whoop whoop whoop. Finny's doing skis. I'll finish sauna. Let's go outside for a second now.
No way. Oh, no reason.
Yeah, I'm quite shocked today actually.
Thanks, mate.
I can't really feel this man's too sweaty.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very warm. Like a sauna should be. We bought a mud cake, it's a gluten-free mud cake, for a celebratory when one of us scored. Or yeah, today it was if anyone finishes a run, but we didn't get that far, so we're just having it because it's going to go in the bin otherwise. So. It's a bit depressing to be honest. It's so cold.
It's only depressing if you make it depressing. Remember guys, mindset shift. Tomorrow, it's not about finishing. It's about having fun and skiing to our fullest potential.
And getting the information.
And getting the information. Of course, MI6.
Marvin, it's tomorrow.